I agree with you that it will be okay if we announce results, as they come in. All right? Put them on there as they come in. But let me tell you some of the we need to educate people very carefully before we do that. I used to live in the Achimota School. There was a polling station on the Achimota School campus. There was a polling station across in the, it's called what? Christian Village. One party won very heavily at Christian Village. And they started jubilating. Then they came to Achimota School. And the other party had won. And they said, how? How can that happen? You see, yes, how can that happen? We have to be careful. Before we do these things, we must do the education. If we do that, scores will be going up and down and up and down, up and down. I hope our people will understand that. I hope our people will understand. But I'm not against that. But after all, so far as journalists are concerned, we have said that once an election result is certified at the polling station, it's finished. If you announce it, we don't care. Once it's certified, because that is the building block for the construction of the results. Nobody can change that. All right? Okay, so there are the factors that will make it possible for us. But before we do, please go and educate your members that if you're losing near my house, then they don't come and beat me up because you're losing near my house. All right. So, yes, but otherwise it will be okay to relay the results as they come in. There should be no problem. And in fact, sometimes the political parties have been presented difficulties for the Electoral Commission to release the results. When we had the so-called what? Strong room. It's not a strong room, it was a communications thing. Yes. Strong room, yeah. See, the results come by arrangement. Before we release the results to the press, all the party representatives there must sign. I'm not in the strong room. I'm sitting in my office. They are in the strong room. Then I'll get a report that, hey, Mark, I'm using your name for it. Peter says he won't sign. Peter says he won't sign the results until he hears from his representative in Bumpurugu Yunyo. So it is Peter who is holding up the release of the results. And there will be a pile of results. Some of you here will testify. Sometimes I've had to walk from my office to go to them and say, hey, what is the problem? Please sign the results, and so on and so forth. Or somebody has left unceremoniously, and he hasn't signed his portion, so the pile is there and so on. But I agree with you, all right? It will be okay for us to release the results up and down, provided people understand that you may be leading up to the last minute, and somebody will overtake you. It's like running a race. You may collapse before you cross because you cross the finish line.